Hello, Ella. Hello. How are you today?
Okay.
Yeah. How's your past week been?
It's still been tough. I'm trying to get out more, see family and stuff, but it's still just hard. You know, getting up by myself. Being around the house by myself, not having him there, just really lonely, and it's still really lonely. Although it's been months since it happened.
Since the passing of your husband?
Yes. It's just kind of like, through the past, 15 years, it's been us. When I wake up, he's there. When I go to bed, he's there. Whenever, we did anything, like, we were together, and got taken away so suddenly, like, I don't know what to do with myself still. Like, and I know it's still been it's been a while, but it still, like, hasn't, I guess it still just hasn't really sunk in. Like, I just keep thinking he's going to walk through the door.
Yeah.
It's not real. Just can't grasp the reality of it, I guess. Just don't have the motivation to do anything, and I'm trying, but it's just not there.
So you're saying that you're just having trouble adjusting to being back to just you.
Yeah.
Because you've been a pair for so long, and you don't know how to be you, but just you. And so you're still expecting him to walk through the door, but I mean, is it kind of just out of habit that once it gets 5 o'clock, honey, I'm home, or is it, do you really not, have you really not accepted that he's no longer working?
I think I've tried accepting it, like I'm trying to accept, like, he's not here, he's not going to walk through that door. Like, when I wake up, he's not going to be there. But I guess it's to where, like, I don't want to leave it. Like, I don't want to. I know I should because I need to move forward, but, like, I don't want to. Because I still want that feeling that, like, he's with me. Because I feel like if I move forward, then I'm going to forget him. And that's what it terrifies me, that I'm going to forget him and who he was, like, and what we were together. And I don't want to. I feel like if I'm moving on, I'm going to forget.
So you want to hold on to him as much as you can, because you feel like he'll just disappear, that he was never even here.
Yeah.
And you said that you're you're trying to get out more. Do you have people that you talk to, like your parents still around?
Yeah, my parents are still around, and so are his. I just feel like my parents check up on me quite a bit, and they'll call and see how I am and try to get me out of the house, and but I don't know, I just don't have the motivation to get out. Like, I'll go to the store, but that's only like once a week, and that's it. Like, I don't want to go to work because I need to get back into my regular routine, and I know that, but I can't. I can't. I don't have the motivation to do it. I don't have the motivation to go to work because when I'm at work, I know all I think about is just him and me being so lonely. And when I get off work, I'm gonna go home to an empty house. And I don't and I feel like that's what I would think about all day when I'm at work. Is that when I go home, no one's gonna be there. I'm gonna be by myself, and all this is just gonna come crashing down on me again. And, talking, like, I have his parents too, but I feel like, they lost their son. And I know that they're going through it too, but I just feel like it's different for me, like, I was with him, every day. And, we saw his parents on every Sunday, and, sporadically out through the week. But I feel like for them, like, it's different than what it is for me. Like, I just feel like they're not going to understand, like, how I am dealing with this, or what I'm going through as well. So, like, I guess it makes me kind of nervous to talk to them.
Well, it is going to be different for them because they lost a son, but you lost a husband. You guys have different relationships, but you're both going through the loss of a loved one. And you can still come together and just be there for each other because everyone's in mourning, but don't expect them, well, they shouldn't expect you to understand what they're going through completely because you guys have completely different relationships. And, but you did say that they won't understand what you're going through. But have you tried talking to them? I mean, because if you just feel like they don't understand, have you at least attempted?
I've talked to him some, but it's not been a whole lot. I guess just because I'm nervous to talk to them. Like, I don't know, like, what they'll say to me. Like, I was his wife, and I was their daughter-in-law, but it just, like, I'm nervous to talk to them. And they've stopped by a couple times, but it's not been for very long. It's only been for, like, maybe 10 minutes at a time. So,
were you guys close?
We were kind of close. He was closer to his parents, of course, than what I was. But we had, like, family functions every now and then. And, like I said before, we went over there on Sundays and stuff. But, he was closer to his dad, though, than his mom. But,
so you're feeling that because he's not around anymore, that they won't accept you because, you're their daughter-in-law, but with him having around, you just feel like they wouldn't keep you as their own.
I don't know if it's really that, because we don't have any kids, so they don't have any grandkids, like, for us. I think it's just more of, like, once, this all just kind of passes, that what if they do just kind of forget me and just kind of don't keep me as part of the family, Because, they brought me, like, I felt like a part of their family when we were together, but without him, I just feel like, I'm going to lose a whole other side of the family as well.
Since you guys were together for 15 years, I feel like, look, that's enough time to really get to know someone who's been a part of the family for 15 years. I don't think that they would leave you and won't just drift off because they loved you just like they love their son. And it's understandable that you're concerned about that because that would just be terrible to lose your husband and then lose a whole half of your family. People that you've been around for so many years. But maybe just talk to them and just be like, well, you don't have to specifically say, hey, are you going to forget me? But the only way to make sure that you don't completely stop contact is that you just gotta keep that relationship up. And maybe try, if they come over, you said you only go over for 10 minutes, maybe you go over there, or invite them out to lunch, you guys go to lunch together. And it'll just help keep that relationship new. Well, not new, but going.
Okay. I mean, I can try that. Okay.
What's your, since you don't work, what do you do, what's your average day like?
Well, it's not much. When I get up in the mornings, it's kind of late, because, I mean, I don't really sleep at night, but I just kind of like just lay in bed, you know. And so I'll like get up and I'll like go downstairs and, you know, try and eat breakfast, because I don't really always eat breakfast, but it's more just like when I'm just thinking, you know, I'm by myself, and there's still like pictures of us like all around the house, so I just kind of like look at those, and then I don't know, I don't really do much. I mean, I'll take a shower during the day, but unless I need to go to the grocery, you know, I just stay at home.
So, whenever you're at home, there's nothing to distract you from all the memories, and there's nothing to get your mind off of it. And so what I was thinking is, because you said before that if you go back to work, you're not going to work because you're going to be thinking about him all the time, because that's what you've been doing. But if you're at work, maybe that could be just a way to give your brain time to relax instead of being so caught up in emotions. It could not necessarily be an escape, but just a time where it can kind of reset and you can focus in on your duties and not so much memories.
Yeah, I think though with going to work though, I think my main thing is that I'm gonna be thinking about coming home to an empty house. And I feel like, you know, that's what I would think about all day. Is that knowing that no one's gonna be there when I get home. You know, I'm home by myself all day. But leaving and coming back, I feel like is a completely different feeling.
Yeah.
Of loneliness, like.
Because there's really no one to greet you.
Yeah.
Or to talk to about your day.
Yeah.
Do you have any animals or anything?
No.
How would getting a dog or a cat, because it's not quite as far as leave as living with someone else, but it's a feeling of being able to come home to something, someone, and I mean, dogs are always excited when their owners get home. So would you be open to perhaps getting a dog?
I would definitely have to think about it, but yeah, maybe when you know, I had dogs growing up, but you know, I didn't like animals, so I didn't really, I didn't want a pet in the house, so I didn't really ever have any pets, but growing up, we had animals, so that would be something I could think about.
Yeah, this could be your chance to reach back into your childhood and be able to get, you know, good old Lassie back. And because I know there's actually therapy dogs that people get too, because dogs give unconditional love and they can be very compassionate and help you just have that sort of affection, because they can come up and when you love them, they love you. and it will give you some sort of contact, physical contact that you could be considered.
Okay. Yeah.
So what you can do, I don't want you to rush into anything, but just go, maybe just check out from PSY and just see the dogs, you can pet them. I'm not saying that you have to dog right away, because you want to make sure that the dog you get is the right one for you, but just go see them and see what it's like to have a dog and then, just check it out.
Okay.
And you also, if you're up to it, schedule lunch with your parents and or your parents-in-law. Yeah. So that it's just a way to keep the relationships going, and so you don't feel so alone. And since you don't feel up to it, you don't have to start work right away or again. We want you to be ready for that, and so I feel like getting a good support system now is probably the best route to go, because once you get your support system, then you'll feel strong enough, supported enough to go out and do more.
Okay. All right.